Well, good morning. Today we're going to have a little tour around Cat Island on a bike. We've got a guide that's going to take us, and I feel like absolute crap. Just going down to see if we can get some pills, make me feel a little bit better, and then we'll go back and have breakfast.
We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures.
So we ain't been able to get any paracetamol, but we've managed to get some fisherman's friends and a vitamin C drink. So that'll have to do for the moment, and I'm sure we'll see a pharmacy at some stage, and I'll get some paracetamol. So just feeling a little bit under the weather. This happens when you're eating all different foods, you're not sleeping this many hours, you're travelling all the time. So it does have a little knock-on effect at you at times. But I'm sure we'll be fine. Weather's actually starting to warm up a little bit as well. The sun's coming out. The one thing about Cat at the moment is all the building work. It's I'm struggling to find another reason to come here. I think maybe when they finished it might be different. But currently, there was a nice selection of restaurants in the front, wasn't there? And it looked alright. But we've got the prison cave we're going to go to, the beach.
Prison cave?
Hospital cave, sorry. Hospital cave, yeah. So we're going to go and see that, which, quite interested in. But I don't really know if there's enough here to drag you all the way over here. It's melting up, sweating. I don't know if there's anything really to make you come over here, unless you're doing the Lanha Bay cruise, because apparently that's where you take it from here. So I've been told since. You can't, if you go to Hallam Bay, you end up with what we ended up with. And they'll tell you you're getting the Lanha Bay, but you don't. Well, here we are, we're out on the bike. First thing to get used to is riding on the left. Or riding on the right, I should say. We normally ride on the left, don't we, in the UK, so that's a little bit more difficult. Well, it's not difficult, it's just reminding yourself when you're coming into bends, not to go to the other side. But, it's really easy. The roads are lovely. Roads are really nice, really good condition. Far better than we're used to in the UK. So we're coming down here to have a little look at the farm, and we've been told that there's some really beautiful butterflies down here. Now, something even more impressive is as I parked the bike up, I was just about to take the key, and he said, "Don't worry, no one take the bike." He said, "Not in Vietnam." So I said to him, that if I left my key and my bike at home, you'll be gone. I couldn't believe it.
Right, we got a rice farm. In here only in Cat only here we have a what a rice farm. All the goats.
Which one do you want, Betsy?
We're only kidding.
He's hilarious, isn't he?
I try to be. Well, I must tell you, I was saying earlier on I was feeling quite rough. Coming out on the bike and having a little ride has made me feel so much better. It really has. And it's relatively easy to ride. The roads are really nice. People on the roads are, you know, quite sensible. They're not trying to run you into the curb or anything like that. It's lovely, isn't it? Very grey though. We haven't seen much blue sky.
It's some sort of resort they're building here. I should imagine there's going to be all rooms across the back. And the pool. And there'll be quite a nice leisure stay. Go to the town. Chill.
Yeah, so we're at the hospital cave now, and guess what? More steps. I don't know how many steps I've done in the last few days.
Hidden deep in the limestone heart of Cat Ba Island is one of Vietnam's most fascinating wartime secrets. Ben Ven Tron Rung, I hope I pronounced that right, or as it's more commonly known, Hospital Cave. From the outside, you'd never guess that inside the jungle-covered cliff lies a fully functioning hospital that once saved countless lives. This is no ordinary tourist stop. The hospital cave was carved straight into the rock during the American War. It was used as a bomb-proof hidden field hospital, a military safe house, for over a decade from 1963 to 1975. As you step through the narrow concrete tunnel, it's like walking back in time. This underground complex has 3 floors, 17 rooms, and an eerie silence that tells its own story. It actually had everything a wartime unit could need. Operating theatres, patient wards, pharmacy, even a cinema and fitness area to keep the soldiers' morale up. Built with help from Chinese allies, the cave was designed to be completely bomb-proof. Even direct hits couldn't bring it down. The 23-metre thick limestone shielded it from both detection and destruction. It was also a command bunker. Viet Cong officers could live, work and make strategic decisions here, totally off the radar of American planes flying above. As you walk through, you'll notice how basic yet incredibly functional everything was. The medical room still has the original layout, the beds and surgery tables, basic metal frames and simple materials. They save lives. Some areas feature mannequins and props to give you a feel of how things would have looked. It's not overly polished, which honestly makes the experience feel more real. Unlike many war museums, Hospital Cave isn't about grand displays. It's about grit, survival, and innovation in the face of extreme danger. Imagine being a doctor down here, no sunlight, working by torchlight under constant threat of the bombers. Hospital Cave is about 10 kilometres from Cat Ba town. It's an easy stop if you're exploring the island by scooter. An entrance is about 40,000 dong.
Hospital cave, and honestly, when you look in there, the conditions they must have been subjected to, and we were just saying, just carrying, someone on a stretcher up there must have been a feat in itself. But yeah, you know, it opens your eyes a little bit, I think.
And where we're walking now would be thick jungle.
Yes.
No paddy fields or anything like that, just thick jungle. And often you're filled with water in the rainy seasons.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. Well,
So to get to the hospital, trudge through the water of the stretchers and
yeah. Well, we've come back and they've cooked us dinner before we pop out again for another little ride this afternoon to a beach. Me and V have done a little of a swap. I've had our chicken, you had my greens. Still, everything has been included in that initial price. This is the area of Katba where they actually take the boats out and do the Lanha cruise, the quieter one. Go down this road, this here road, and it just comes to a little ferry sort of location. But it's not the prettiest of places, is it? It's a shame because looking at there, it's stunning. Gonna do next then? We're gonna find a beach, are we?
yeah, the beach is not very far. That's the only thing. Just want a bit more of a ride.
Yeah, well, we'll just ride up that way because it was nice on the empty roads earlier. Hey. Right. Well, this is the only beach we managed to find on Katba Island, and
Found some others, but you wouldn't want to go to them.
yeah, it looks pretty deserted anyway. I mean, the only people here are some people that passed us just now.
I don't think it's quite beachy weather at the moment, so if you come this time of year, it's not really beachy weather, and a little bit of rain.
Yeah, I can feel just a little spots of rain.
However, I think if you come here in 2 years' time, if you like the big resorts and that, I think it's probably going to be quite stunning.
Yeah, the chicken agrees with you as well. Well, there you are. This is our Katba Island beach. Overcast, no sunshine.
I've been on a really nice show,
I think it would be actually.
Can you so imagine on a sunny day it's going to be extremely busy as it's the only beach.
I can imagine it would be hell. But,
The other beach we got to, you couldn't get access to it, could you? It was like a big long jetty there, all the cranes and working boats were coming in and out. It's a hell of a lot of building work for a small place.
yeah. There was so much building going on. Yeah. Personally, my advice is I wouldn't bother coming here.
No, not at the moment.
No.
Maybe in a couple of years when the building works subside a bit.
We watched a video by a chap who was travelling around Thailand on a little Honda C90, I think it was, and he was really, really down about Katba.
He came over and said, that's it, done it, going back.
Yeah, and I'll forget his name now, but I will put it down below so you can see the video if you want. But he was so right, you know. He came here one night, had a drink, packed up his kit and went again.
Yeah.
Went back across on the ferry.
And he was touring pretty much the whole of Vietnam on his bike, wasn't he?
That's right, yeah. English chap, I forget his name, and I'm sorry because I've forgotten your name.
Quite informative.
Yeah.
The other thing is the food.
Food's bland.
Yeah, well, it's not to our taste. I don't think it's
Yeah.
bad. It's not to our taste. I think we like spicy sort of food.
Yeah.
Chinese, Oriental food, and this is a bit bland. Although, what we have had has been extremely fresh.
Oh yeah, everything's
and
fresh.
obviously if you like seafood, it's perfect, but...
Yeah. V thinks these look like crab flowers.
It's just intricate, isn't it? You know, how they,
Yeah. What do you think?
there must be millions of them when they come up.
What are they really called? Can't be crab flowers, can it?
The patterns they make. I think crab flowers is a nice name.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you are then. V has officially named these now crab flowers. Well, in just over 2 hours, we've got another bus. And we're going to be driving over to Ninh or Tam Coc is where we're actually staying. And should be there about 7:30 tonight. A few things we want to do there, but how much we'll get done, I don't know. But quite looking forward to it. So that'll be in the next video. But this video ain't ended yet, so don't worry. I'm sure there's something exciting going to happen. Don't know quite what, but we'll see. But genuinely, I don't think I'll ever come into Kappa. I know V thinks it's going to be good in a couple of years, but I think there's far better things you can do with your time. I really do. And especially if you push your time. If you got, if you're on a gap year and you're like doing loads, then totally different. Come here, spend a few days. But if time is of the essence, skip it. Yeah, definitely do Hanoi. I liked Hanoi. I think the Halong Bay cruise was okay. Although I think if you could do it all in a day cruise, it'd be better. So that's where we stand at the moment. Let's see what the next bits come up with. V's spotted a little cafe, and I think she's going to try and get a coffee. And I can start feeling rain, which ain't so good, is it? Well, just found out a really interesting thing. This beach is all artificial, in the sense that all the sand was imported. So it's not a natural beach. That's why it looks muddy down the bottom. So maybe that's why they've got all that sand over the far side, all ready to be designated to various different areas for like artificial beaches. I like real beaches myself, don't you?
Yes. Bit sandy?
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Something we were talking about last night is ATMs, and we were trying to find ATMs. So V got some money out of a shop on this side of the street, just a bit further down. But if you look, just in the distance there, you can see a red sign at Autobank, and there's two ATMs there, which we saw earlier, with a lot of people using them. So if you need to get an ATM, it's not that hard to find, actually. Just us, we couldn't find them. Right, well, we just went back to the local market and decided to buy myself a North Face jacket. It's a fake, obviously, but it looks pretty good. Fits nicely. The quality is very nice. That was £12. Yeah, you heard it right, £12. So I'm gonna lug that around with me because I'm quite happy with that. Right, so we're going to just pack up our stuff now, and then we're on to Ninh or Tam Coc in Ninh, and the next part of the journey continues. Right, we're on the bus, and we've got probably 4 hours or so to get to Ninh, so we're just going to kick back now and probably get some sleep, because we've got a ferry as well, so I think we'll probably get off and have a fresh air in the ferry,
Yeah, I think then get a bit of sleep after the ferry, because it'll be stop-start all the way to the ferry. So
Yeah, absolutely.
And the seats are pretty slidey, so every time you break, sort of slide off the seat. That'll wake me up halfway through the night.
Absolutely, yeah. And then we get to Nimbin, and we think we've got to get a taxi then to Tam Coc, to where we're staying tonight. Well, here we go. I've just received an email. We're on the bus going to Tam Coc, or Nimbin, to go to Tam Coc, and we're meant to be staying at the Tam Coc Victoria Hotel tonight. All paid a couple of days ago, and they've just emailed me to say they're fully booked. How does that happen? Anyway, I've messaged them and sort of asked how can they be fully booked when they were, places available when we actually paid for it. So I'm waiting to see what comes back. So don't use Tam Coc Victoria Hotel, and we'll show you what happens when we get there. Well, we made it to Tam Coc, and I'm going to say thanks for watching this video, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. And if you want to see what actually happens, you're going to have to watch the next video, which will be about 3 days time. Alright, so thanks for watching this, guys, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon.